Tutorial, I'll be showing you how you can use ARTstor for studying for midterms, finals, or other tests for class. First, you're going to need to log into ARTstor. And next, we're going to try to locate an image group that our professor has put on reserved for us within ARTstor. To know that if your professor has made an image group available to you, you're going to first have to ask them, or you can go into ARTstor to see if your class is listed. So I know that the Art Since 1945 class, there is an image group folder in here, and I'm gonna open it up so I can study. So we're on the ARTstor homepage, and we're going to click on Organize and then Open Image Group. From there, we have three folders. We have private folders, institutional folders, and global folders. Private folders are for your own image group collections that you make in ARTstor. No one is able to view them except yourself. And then we have institutional folders. I'm going to expand that and then find the Art Since 1945 class. Here we go. I'm going to expand that to see what image groups are inside of that folder. And I'm going to double click on it to open the image group of 39 images. And from there, you'll see that there are many images that the professor has put on hold for you to study. At the top of the toolbar, if you wanted to study by date, you can sort it that way. If you wanted to study it by creator, it sorts the images that way as well. But if you wanted to print these out, or maybe export them from a PowerPoint and then print them out, you can do that as well. There's the PowerPoint icon right here, and just doing that, you'll be able to download the images and the image information, the textual information that goes along with the image, and both of them will be put into PowerPoint slides for you, and you can study that way. Alternatively, you could download them to your desktop and study that way, or you can create your own image group that will allow you to make personalized notes, and you can copy in the links as well, and I'll show you how to do that now. So I'm just going to do it for these 4 images. I'm going to highlight all of them in red, and I don't have to hold down Shift. I can just click, and as long as they're highlighted red, I'm going to be able to export these into a private image group used only by me for my study needs. So once I have my images highlighted, I'm going to just right-click on one, and you get a drop-down that appears. We're going to scroll down to Save Selected Images To, and you get 3 options. New image group, existing image group, and recently opened image group. Well, I'm going to create a new one. And it's going to be living in my private folders, my work folders. And at the bottom, you'll see that you have, on the right, bottom right, you have 3 options. I'm just going to make sure that my Create a New Image Group is clicked. And then I'm going to title it Art Since 19 Midterm Study. And I can either save, or I can save and open. Saving will obviously not open your image group, but if you save and open, it'll bring you to the image group that you just created. And so here are my 4 images, and the other 35 obviously are not here. So from there, ARTstor has some really pretty interesting features. Here's the image group panel. Now, I'm not going to be browsing other groups, but maybe later I want to go back to my Art Since 1945 folder and export some other images into this one. But for the time being, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to click on the Description tab. Here's where you can add some of your own information about the images you're studying for class. So for now, I'm just going to say, these are important for the midterm. Remember them. And there is a WYSIWYG here where you're able to, add links, make bold, cross out, add bullets. these are features that you would have in like Microsoft Word. You can also open up these images. Actually, first let's save because we made some changes because we edited the image group description. So yep, I'm going to save. I'm going to open my image. Here we go. So once it's loaded, a new image panel opens up. And in here I can zoom in and zoom out, and that's a really good feature if you want to get up close and personal with the details. There's also, if you wanted to get like a full view quick so you don't have to scroll in and out. If you wanted to move around the piece, you can use this button right here. The arrow is the pan mode. If you want to rotate it, you could do that as well. And if you just wanted to print it out, maybe you study better with paper, you can do that as well. But down here, you have an I for show data, maximize the window, and then list image titles. Well, first I'm going to click on the I to get the image information. And this is a nice feature in case you want to have the textual content juxtaposed with the work that you're looking at. And if you want it to be a maximized window, you could do that as well. Full screen it. Let's bring it back down. And if you want to get a list of all the titles that are in your image group, this is really convenient so you don't have to keep switching back and forth from browser window to browser window. So I'm going to go to the Jackie image. And if I didn't want to use the list image titles feature, there's also arrows right here going backwards and forwards. So I'm going to X out of that. And there's also a way for you to move the order of these images. All you have to do is click on it and drag and drop. You'll see a little green arrow appears. Drag and drop. For more helpful tips on how to use ARTstor for studying or research, please contact the Visual Resources Center.